Welcome to the Behind Reality channel. In this video, I'll tell you why time feels slower in a dream. Have you ever closed your eyes for what you were certain was a brief 10-minute rest, only to be pulled back to consciousness, feeling as though you've journeyed through an entire lifetime? In that sliver of suspended reality, you may have stood on mountain peaks, shared conversations with those gone from this world, or navigated the intricate plot of a world that feels both alien and intimately yours. The alarm rings. The familiar room comes into focus, yet the weight of that other existence lingers, profound and vast, defying the mere minutes that have ticked by on your bedside clock. This universal, yet deeply personal experience points to one of the mind's greatest enigmas, the dilation of time within dreams. It is a flaw in the very fabric of our perceived reality, revealing that within us lies a cosmos where the fundamental laws of physics are not merely flexible, but entirely invented. Dreams are not passive shows we watch. They are worlds we inhabit, and the further we descend into the depths of sleep, the more time transforms from a rigid measure into a fluid, storytelling element. To comprehend this, we must first let go of time as an absolute ruler. In waking hours, we are tethered to the predictable march of seconds and hours, governed by orbiting planets and the relentless hands of a clock. This is objective, chronological time, the scaffold of our shared physical existence. Yet our consciousness operates under a different sovereign, subjective time. This is time felt, not measured. It is molded by attention, emotion, and the richness of the moment. Recall the slow-motion precision of a sudden scare, or how an hour of joy vanishes in an instant. This principle doesn't just apply in dreams. It explodes there. In sleep, the brain is liberated from the full-time job of processing the external world. Untethered, its colossal computational power turns completely inward, becoming a reality forge of staggering potential. It can architect cities, weave complex relationships, and simulate years of experience, all within the literal blink of an eye. So, what is the scientific scaffolding for this miracle? The explanation is woven into the very fabric of our sleep cycles and the neurochemical storm of the dreaming brain. Sleep is not a uniform state. We voyage through stages, from the shallows of drowsiness to the restorative depths of slow-wave sleep, and finally into the vibrant, chaotic theater of REM. Here, the most vivid and narrative-driven dreams are born. During REM sleep, the brain is alight. The visual and emotional centers like the amygdala fire wildly, and memory libraries in the hippocampus activate, all while the prefrontal cortex, our internal CEO of logic, sequence, and critical thought, is essentially on standby. Imagine a film set where the special effects, costumes, and actors are in a frenzied creative riot, but the director and editor have left the room. The brain is stitching together stories from fragments of memory, emotion, and random neural noise. But it does so without the rational voice that usually maintains order and timeline coherence. This is the birthplace of temporal distortion. With no executive timekeeper, the dream unfolds through pure associative magic. One idea dissolves into the next. A simple scent can unlock a sprawling, compressed memory of an entire summer. The brain doesn't build every brick of the dream world. It provides the immersive highlights. You don't experience each turn of a doorknob. You experience the intention to open a door and then find yourself on the other side, the feeling of transition preserved. This narrative compression is breathtakingly efficient. Moreover, the hyperactive state of the REM brain means it processes and generates experiential data at a phenomenal rate. The density of events per objective second far surpasses waking life. In 10 minutes of REM sleep, your mind can produce the experiential equivalent of hours, because it is generating only the poignant, emotionally resonant beats of a story, skipping the mundane connective tissue of real-time existence. Yet, to fully appreciate this phenomenon, we must move beyond neurology and into metaphysics. Dreams are more than neural misfires. They are parallel dimensions with their own inherent rules. In these dimensions, time is not a linear current, but a pliable medium. The film Inception masterfully illustrated this idea, portraying dream layers where time expands exponentially. 5 real-world minutes becoming a dream hour, then a dream decade. While artistic, the film touches a profound intuitive truth. The depth of sleep dictates the stretch of time. In the light doze of a nap, you might catch fleeting abstract glimpses, but as you plunge into deep REM, you cross a veil. The reality coheres, the story gains gravity, and your identity within it becomes solid. In this profound state, the brain's internal metronome slows to a deep, resonant drag against the outside world's tick, allowing a saga to blossom in a terrestrial moment. This forges the haunting, beautiful paradox of dreamtime. You can feel the prolonged dread of fleeing an unseen threat, the extended warmth of an embrace, or the intricate slow-motion shattering of glass. The brain saturates these moments with such visceral sensory and emotional texture, the grain of wood, the shift of shadow, the clutch of fear, that the experience is endowed with a tangible sense of duration. It feels lengthy because it is immersively dense. Upon waking, memory does not file the dream as a short video clip. It archives it as a lived event. Your mind records the substance of the experience, not its clock time. Thus, you recall a complete narrative arc with setup, climax, and resolution, and your consciousness instinctively projects this onto your waking understanding of time, creating the compelling illusion that hours, even days, must have transpired. This leads us to a truly mesmerizing implication, one that borders the philosophical and the spiritual. If our dreaming mind can construct such convincing, time-bending realities, what does that say about our waking one? The eerie, wondrous sensation upon waking, that feeling of having been somewhere else, hints at a staggering possibility. Perhaps this, our so-called real life, is itself a kind of dream, a rich, consistent, and collectively agreed-upon dream, but a dream nonetheless. Just as a character in a nighttime dream has no concept of the sleeping body in bed, we may be unaware of a broader, waking context to our own existence. This leads to a thought as ancient as it is thrilling. What we call death may not be an end, but an alarm clock. A jolt back to a baseline reality where perhaps only a few hours have passed, where the epic saga of a human lifetime, with all its love, loss, joy, and struggle, was but a deep, immersive nap for a consciousness in another layer of being. The 10-minute dream that feels like a night is the microcosm, the proof of concept. It demonstrates that consciousness is not inherently bound to linear time. It can pack an infinity into a moment. That disorienting, wonderful return from a dream is the awe of a traveler. It is the struggle to reconcile the laws of two worlds. The human brain is not just a time traveler. It is a reality generator, operating on scales it itself defines. That fleeting nap is a whisper of our true potential. It reminds us that time, as we rigidly understand it, is but a single note in a vast symphony of perception. Beneath the surface, in the dark, silent theater of the sleeping mind, we practice for eternity. We are all novice gods in forgotten realms, learning to compress epochs into heartbeats and stretch seconds into lifetimes. This is the ultimate testament to our nature. We inhabit not one, but countless realities, the one we negotiate by day, and the vast, mysterious, and deeply personal ones we visit each night, where time does not pass, but dances endlessly to the rhythm of our deepest selves. And perhaps, one day, we will wake up to discover the music was playing in a room we had simply forgotten. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video.